Pinch hitter Cal Abrams hits a grounder to third. Thompson's throw to Irvin is wild. Cal streaks for second while Irvin races after the ball. Slings to second, Saccaretti Stanky. The throw's in time. He's out.
Robinson, injured most of the year, is not expected to be much of a factor. But suddenly he is perched on third base. Whitey Ford, the Yankee pitcher, ignores him. Robinson's speed is but a memory, but his desire burns as fiercely as ever. Suddenly, Robinson is roaring down the line. Yankee catcher Yogi Berra roars in protest, but Jackie Robinson has stolen home.
The 1950s belonged to the New York Yankees. Between 1949 and 1959, they won 9 pennants and 7 World Series. They won with old stars and they won with rookies. They won with the superb pitching of the junkman Eddie Lopat, Super Chief Allie Reynolds, and Whitey Ford, the chairman of the board. They won with the clutch hitting, steady fielding, and fiery temperament of Billy Martin, and the speedy shortstop Phil Rizzuto, who was called the Scooter. And they won with the old professor, Casey Stengel. In 1949, Dodger president Branch Rickey had released Jackie Robinson from his 3-year pledge to turn the other cheek in the face of racist abuse from other players and fans. They better be prepared to be rough this year, Robinson said as that season began, because I'm going to be rough with them.
Haven't been behind. Newcomb deals and Dark swinging grounds it.
But in the bottom of the 9th, Alvin Dark got a single.
Don Mueller stepping in. Swinging as a
Don Mueller got another, and Dark made it to third.
Second on his way to third, and Mueller holds up at first.
Ralph Branca and Carl Erskine began warming up in the Dodger bullpen.
Newcomb calling on the last of his reserve.
Monty Irvin popped up,
And he has it for out number 1.
but Whitey Lockman hit a double.
He's around there, the ball hit into left field for a base hit. Dark is coming in.
Dark scored. Mueller reached third. Giant fans erupted. The score was 4-2 Dodgers, but 2 were on for New York. Dodger manager Charlie Dressen pulled Newcomb and sent in Ralph Branca to pitch with only 1 day's rest.
Newcomb. To the end of the road for him. And here is Big Branca, who was beaten by the Giants in the first of this 3-game series, now given his chance.
It was Branca's job to save the day and the pennant for Brooklyn.
In his baseball career. 1 out, last of the 9th.
Branca got 1 fastball past him.
Branca pitches. Bobby Thompson takes a strike call on the inside corner.
His next pitch was a fastball, too.
Branca throws. There's a long side. Academy has the lead. The Giants won the pennant. The Giants won the pennant. The Giants won the pennant.
Disbelieving Brooklyn fans again had to content themselves with the brave slogan, "Wait till next year." After Bobby Thompson's home run, the New York Giants lost the 1951 World Series to the Yankees, 4-2.
I knew it was going to be his last at bat. He hit a ball, a double to right center field, and pulled up into second base in that elegant way he did.
Run faster at the start of his career than any man in baseball. On April 17, 1953, he drove a home run out of Griffith Park in Washington that measured 565 feet. Over the years, he hit 536 home runs, played on 16 all-star teams, led his league in home runs and hitting 3 times, batted 310 times, and set a record of 18 World Series home runs.
Mickey Mantle, here come a kid that could hit the ball a mile. The only thing that saddens me that you didn't get to see Mickey on 2 good legs. See, had you seen Mickey on 2 good legs, Mickey probably could have been stealing 100 bases a year.
In the spring of 1952, with the Korean War raging, Captain Ted Williams left baseball. The day he returned to baseball in 1953, he hit a home run at Fenway Park. He seemed able to do everything: hit, run, field.
Swinging at the plate, say hey, say who, say Willie, that giant kid is great. Swinging at the plate, say hey, say
There's a long drive way back in center field, way back, it is.
Well, he's a great actor, a great ball player.
You know, I didn't think that he would ever get to the ball, but he did. And then he had the presence of mind to wheel and throw the ball to second base to keep Larry Doby from scoring. If he'd had tagged up, he could have scored from second base.
Brooklyn fans braced themselves for more disappointment as New York took the first 2 games, despite the sparkling base running of Jackie Robinson. No team in history had ever come back from so far behind to win a 7-game series. But the bat of Roy Campanella and the pitching of Johnny Padres won the 3rd game for Brooklyn 8-3. The Dodgers took the 4th game with home runs by Campanella, Gil Hodges, and Duke Snider. In Game 5, 2 more home runs by Duke Snider and another by outfielder Sandy Amoros gave Brooklyn the win. The Dodgers were now ahead 3-2. They had come from behind. But 5 Yankee runs in the first inning of the 6th game built New York an insurmountable lead, and the Dodgers lost. The series stood at 3-3.
Bob Grimm delivers to Gil Hodges, who sends a fly ball into right center.
In the top of the 6th inning, Gil Hodges drove in his 2nd run of the game for the Dodgers.
Brooklyn leads 2-0.
Johnny Padres had held New York scoreless through 5 innings, but in the bottom of the 6th, the Yankees threatened. He walked Billy Martin. Gil McDougall reached first base on a bunt. The next batter was Yogi Berra. It was the play of the series.
And I think the very fact that that play...
To the last of the 9th, Johnny Padres pitching brilliant ball, 1 out to go. Elston Howard grounds to short. Reese throws to Hodges. Brooklyn wins, and the Dodgers go wild.
The Yankees and Dodgers faced off again in 1956. And once again, the series went to 7 games before New York beat Brooklyn for the 6th time in 15 years.
2 strikes, ball 1. Here comes the pitch. Strike 3. A no-hitter
It was a perfect game. 27 batters up, 27 batters out.
No run out of here right now. There's a drive to deep right center. This may be gone. Brad way back there watching. Home run! Ed Williams.
Williams hit it into the Red Sox bullpen, scattering his teammates. Then he circled the bases for the last time. His long career of feuding with the fans and the press was over. Some hoped he might finally tip his cap, something he had not done since his rookie year. I had a really warm feeling, he said later, but it just wouldn't have been me.